Hey fans, I know you see it. My nails are done differently. I know, within the same week. There was a problem with my last set, so they just redid it over for me. So we just left the nail shop, the nail salon, and now we are on our way to Jaden's therapy. Now I'll give you guys a little bit of backstory when we get out from therapy. Okay guys, we're done with Jaden's therapy. It was the very first day. Seems like it's gonna go well. We'll get through. So yeah, I'll give you guys some more in-depth information once we're settled. But we're gonna go ahead and eat some Chick-fil-A and then I'll discuss with you guys a little bit more later. Okay, y'all, now that we are home and settled, see my nails. Okay, story time for the whole day today. I'm probably gonna close it off with the story time, this video, because today has been so overwhelming. Jaden has been acting up today. Like, okay, first of all, this morning I go to my nail shop because the girl that did my nails is not somebody that usually does my nails, and they took me in last minute when I had the funny bunny nails on, the short ones. I gave her a try and they were horrible. Okay, so she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, come back in and we'll fix it for you. So that's what I was doing today. Reason being is because the nails were so thick in the bottom that you can see the glue. They tried to do Gel X, and Gel X is where you like put the fake nail on top of the glue and then let it dry and then paint over it or whatever the case may be. And it was horrible. First of all, because my nail beds are so long and the nails don't fit, they're too big. They're like, they don't cover the nail, they lift. So we can't do Gel X. So anyways, they fixed it today. Boom. Jaden was acting up in there like always. And usually I don't bring him with me, but today because he had therapy, he was off of school and I had scheduled the appointment already, he came with me. He was on the chairs, back and forth, back and forth. And I know a part of that has to do with like me trying to discipline him, but it's not easy, y'all. I don't know how y'all do 3 or 4, like, let alone I only have 1. But anyways, boom, acting up. Then we were already running behind, not behind, but on schedule enough to be able to grab something to eat and to go to the appointment. But I was like, we're not eating in the car. That's him in the room. We're not eating in the room, so I need to eat inside. Mind you, I was calling the therapist because I was like, it's our first time going. Can we push it a little? You know, what's the grace period? She's like, no, it's only a 30-minute scheduled for today. It's his first time and she has other patients, so you can't push it. We have some for 5:30. I was like, oh no, 5:30, 6 o'clock now. Like, we need to be home. I'm not trying to be out. So anyway, we pushed it. I just grabbed the food, obviously, and I let him eat at the therapist. I didn't, so my food was just sitting getting cold. But anyways, I had a salad with chicken, so it didn't really matter. My fries got cold because I decided to get a little bit of fries on the side. But while we were at Chick-fil-A, it was a horrible experience. First of all, he was acting out, jumping on the little metal railings. Since I was on the phone, I felt so disrespectful to the boy that was taking my order. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, they literally answered while I was coming up here. Like, I called while I was in the line and now they answer. He's like, take your time. He was so patient, so kind, cool kid. But then there were some things. I pulled up to the side waiting for my food. I pulled up to the side waiting for my food to go. And he's like, you're going to sit here and eat it? So he's like, well, I kind of want it to go, but we might eat here. She's like, I got you. So the girl that brought up my food, it was actually in a tray, so it wasn't to go. So I was like, can I have a bag, blah, blah, blah. And I was asking for a few things. And there's like this redemption code, like if you do the survey, you get a free chicken sandwich. So I pulled up to the side doing that while we were waiting for our food. And when she comes back with me asking her to bring me a bag and stuff, and I was like asking her for help, once she was like, she was trying to help me, and then the second time she's like, well, if it doesn't work, then just go home and try it. If I'm asking you here, it's because I can't. Like, I'm doing it and it's not working. So she has the nerve to tell me, well, I mean, if you don't, I don't know, like, get management, ask somebody. You're just sitting here like, well, I don't know. You work here, I don't. And then while she was helping me, she had the nerve. You don't ever judge somebody, okay? Like, I was already overwhelmed and she had the nerve to tell me. I don't know if she felt comfortable saying this to me or whatever because I was being nice, but she had the nerve to tell me, I'm not gonna lie, he's being bad. Or I'm not gonna lie, he's bad. Like, Something along those lines. I was like, I know she did not just tell me this. And then as I was leaving with the receipt, and I was like, yeah, I guess I'll just do it home because I was already overwhelmed. We're already running a little behind because we were trying to figure out if we're going to eat at Chick-fil-A. She has the nerve to say, yeah, do it because that's how we get our rent paid. Or something along those lines. I'm like, I truly went to Jaden's therapy, which I'm going to run down the reason behind therapy. I truly went to therapy and then went back to Chick-fil-A. First of all, to talk to the manager about that, like I don't know what gave you the okay to tell a parent, oh, I'm not going to lie, your child's being bad. Like, we see that. We're overwhelmed. You don't need to sit there and point it out. Some people have autistic and ADHD kids. Like, that is not in your position to say. We don't need your opinion. Like, that was mad disrespectful. It was not a pleasurable experience at Chick-fil-A today. So anyway, the manager, I think, pulled her and talked to her. Like, y'all, I don't like to get nobody fired or in trouble or nothing, but you're not going to sit there and disrespect me. And I was already overwhelmed to even hear none of that. Okay? Boom. So that's that. Nails, Chick-fil-A, horrible. Now, Jaden's therapy, really quick because we're running short on time. So ever since Jaden was 2 years old, or since he was a baby, Jaden walks tiptoe. Okay? Now they're evaluating him for other things now. I'm not an in denial parent. I always ask, for opinions and things if they see in my kid, And this is his first time in therapy, so she still has some evaluation. She doesn't see major things like out of the spectrum. At first she did because he was acting out, of course. But then she's like, no, I think he just has a tiptoe issue, and we're going to have to put something in his shoes so that he doesn't because Jaden literally stands like a ballerina, like ever since he was a baby. And now that he's older, it was okay when he was younger, but his pediatrician is saying that if he continues, he's going to need surgery. Now, we went to his therapy today. She's like, we can try to do this in a matter of 6 months because he's got to stop before he's 8. So we're going to, do the therapy, see how long we need to see him, run the paperwork, get the approval with the insurance, because Jaden has not stopped. And I've been it wasn't just my decision, but now that I'm like fully my soul, like my son's soul parent and make all my decisions. I do that. Me, I make those decisions. Thank you. Yeah, he's going to therapy because I can't sit there every single day. And it's not that I don't want to. It's a habit. This is something that he walks, like this is how he naturally walks on his tiptoes. And I don't want my son to get surgery. I don't want to go through that process, that pain. You know what I'm saying? So that is the reason why Jaden is, going through therapy for his feet. And a part of that has to do, I was never able to put regular shoes on my son, like some Nike, some Jordans. Like, everything is Crocs, slides, and be careful that they're not tight, the slides in the front, because he's so wide foot. And now I'm finding out he's flat foot, and that's why he's tiptoeing. That's what the his therapist told me. So I can never put any nice shoes on my son. Never could have. I did try to take pictures, but it would always bother him. So this has been an issue since he was a baby, and now growing up, he's older, and they're just like, yeah, this is too much. He's getting too old and he's gonna need surgery. So we suggest therapy. So that is why Jaden is going to therapy. Today has been super overwhelming. From leaving the house, getting my nails redone, from having to get them done because of the reason, to Chick-fil-A, to his therapy. We were just we need to be home, and yet still he's back there just fooling around. But we're gonna get it together, y'all. Anyways, I know this is a very short vlog today, but that's a little bit of insight of our life, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what else you want to see in the comments down below. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow your girl on all social media sites. I know y'all been asking for all of them. I know y'all been asking for my social media sites. I'm gonna get it to you. I promise. I'm put it somewhere in the comments, title, I don't know, whatever, caption. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you for being a fan. I love y'all so much. Thank you.